And we start with the big news that Jed Forest have been confirmed as Kings of the Sevens for this season, with one tournament of the 10 still to play. But despite that achievement, there was very little celebrating at the whistle of the final at the Selkirk Sevens yesterday, because for the third time in 3 finals against Watsonians, Jed were beaten by the Edinburgh side, and that hurt them a lot, particularly the way they lost. It was another heavy defeat for them in a final this season, this time by 47 points to 19. For Watsonians, we've seen them get better and better as the season has progressed, and their third title in the last 4 tournaments is more than any other side in the series. Hawick and Jed have won 2, with Melrose taking 1, and of course Saracens won the Melrose Sevens, but they're now gunning for that second place prize, which is well worth having. Jed beat Selkirk 21-17 in the first semi-final, and Watsonians knocked out Kelso 24-14 in the other. But it was Kelso putting out Melrose 22-21 in the quarter-final stage that handed the King's title to Jed Forest. So Jed Forest are on 61 and will be handed the trophy for the first time in about 8 years next Saturday at their own tournament, and of course a cheque for £2,500. Melrose are currently second on 48, Watsonians have 46 and third, and Hawick are a clear fourth on 38. A subdued Jed Forest camp after the Selkirk Sevens yesterday then, but let's not take anything away from them. A tremendous achievement, winning the Kings of the Sevens title after 9 of the 10 events. OK, let's get some reaction, starting with Jed's Darren Gillespie.
Hard to take getting beaten in another final. I reckon how many have only won 2 tournaments, but getting beaten in a final again, it's hard to take.
At the end of the day, you've become Kings of the Sevens for first time in many years, and not only that, but you've done it with an event to spare.
That's the best thing. We can kind of relax a wee bit for Jed, and I suppose have a bit of a party in that at Jed and get the cup, but we want to win our own tournament. That's the biggest thing as well.
Mike Kerr was once again captain of Watsonians and had this to say after the tournament.
Congratulations to Jed. They've been the standout team all year. They've played some really good sevens, especially at the start of the year, and we're happy to be able to compete with them. 3 out of 3, maybe a bit of a bogey team for them. But no, we enjoy it when winning breeds confidence, and we're a confident team just now, so going well.
Now, Watsonians take the Sevens incredibly seriously, and a lovely touch at the beginning where you clapped them onto the pitch.
Well, we sort of decided between us that a bit of respect for them. They've done well this year. We obviously won it a few years ago, and we know what it means to win it. It's a great achievement, so we thought, yeah, why not? They've done well. We'll clap them on and give them the respect they deserve. So, and it's a fairly new team as well coming together for Watsonians. So obviously you'll be looking at next year and going one better. If you take out me and Mark Rennie as the old boys at 27 and 28, they're all sort of under 21, 22 years old. So if we can keep them around next year, which we're confident we can, then we'll maybe try and, we need to do better earlier on. That's it. We need to try and get some sevens events or tournaments or ties before Gala to really push on, because once we get into our stride, we're a tough team to beat. Jed's Ian Chisholm was elected Callant on Friday night and won the Kings of the Sevens title yesterday, but he was still gutted after yesterday's final.
We played that well leading up to it, and to go out there like that in the final, it was a wee bit embarrassing, but you learn every tournament. Like, we've been to 8 finals, and like that's an achievement, but I'm sick to death of getting beat in the final. But we'll learn from that, and we'll take on to Jed next week, and hopefully we can do it for the home crowd.
You were all playing very, very well.
Yeah.
And I mean, what happened in the end?
You could say that we've won Kings of the Sevens, and it's in the back of your head now, and we're content with that. But we turn into individuals, and you can't do that at Sevens. You have to work as a team, and we're bickering at each other. But that's what happens when you get beat, isn't it?
But the pressure's off next week. You've wrapped up the title after 9 tournaments. You're going to obviously go away and relax and enjoy it.
That was our target. Kings of the Sevens was our goal. That was always the bigger picture for us, and we achieved that. Over the moon that we achieved that. We've got to have a great night tonight and celebrate that. But Watsonians have won 3 tournaments now. We've only won 2. We didn't just want to win Kings of the Sevens. We wanted to dominate it maybe next year.
You can see highlights of the final between Jed and Watsonians shortly on Borders Rugby television at bordersrugby.net. Plus some of the tries from the historic first ever competitive clash between Hawick and Hawick YM in round 1, which was won by the town's senior team. But online at the moment, I thoroughly recommend you take a look at the highlights from a truly magnificent game played a few days ago in memory of Matt Lochray. It was contested between Gala Red Triangle and Melrose Under 15. It provided us with some of the best flowing rugby we've seen all season, 9 tries in all, and on show some of the talented youngsters who will no doubt be seeing turning out for our senior sides and possibly going on to greater things over the next few years. Well worth watching, and the footage is online now at bordersrugby.net. Well, one other result from yesterday in the East League 3 playoffs. It ended RDVC 10, Walkerburn 12.